Never before have I turned on you. You look so good to me. You be the eyes that can cut me into, and I just can't let you be. But it's a free for all and a height of sin. You can bet your life. Stakes are high, and so am I. Till me yet tonight, yeah, yeah.
There's rivals, there's feuds, there's blood feuds, and there's out-and-out hatred. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about right here on episode number 2 of Southern States Wrestling Classics, presented by KingofKingsport.com. Beau James here, and I'm going to tell you right here, our episode today is events that I have been asked about more than anything else in the history of Southern States Wrestling, more than anything else in my career, and I'm going to talk about a little bit of history before we get into what we're going to talk about on this episode. People that's followed Southern States Wrestling for a long time, you know that throughout the 90s, throughout the first decade of Southern States Wrestling, there was a feud between myself, my family, and some friends against a young man by the name of Ricky Harrison. And we tried many times to put Ricky out of action. We tried many times to injure him, hurt him, cripple him, if you will. And he just kept coming back, kept coming back. He would get different partners, and it seemed all the way, every time that we thought we got rid of him, he would come back with another way to get even with me and KC and Steve Flynn and our manager PJ Sharp. We probably could do many episodes just on the action and just on the feud between myself and Ricky Harrison, also, like I said, involving my family over the years. But we're going to kind of focus in right now on 2001, which was a big year for Southern States Wrestling. And it was a bad year in some ways for me and my family. And then it turned out to be a pretty good year towards the end. But I want to start at the end of 2000. K.C. Thunder and myself were involved in a feud with Nationwide Championship Wrestling. Scotty Ace, a promoter and a manager, brought a group of guys in here to Southern States Wrestling trying to take over. And on our side, out of nowhere, came two men by the name of Brad and Bart Batten, the Batten Twins. Two men that I've known for many years, that I respected, that I liked to wrestle, that I traveled with. Two guys that had traveled to territorial systems throughout the National Wrestling Alliance, holding the titles in Kansas City, the Central States titles, beating the Midnight Express. They had wrestled in Memphis. They had wrestled in World Class. They had wrestled for Randy Savage's family in ICW. And they came right in here at the end of 2000 and they told me and KC, hey, we're going to get you guys. We're going to be right with you. We're going to be on your side against Scotty Ace because we don't like him either. Well, 2 weeks before Christmas of 2000, they injured KC Thunder. They did a number on him and hurt him. He was out. KC and I had to forfeit the tag team titles. A tournament was set up for the 10th anniversary of Southern States Wrestling. 2-night tournament, 20 teams in this tournament. It was a big deal. The winners were going to be crowned the Southern States Tag Team Champions. I figured my partner was going to be Steve Flynn, my brother-in-law at the time. Just days before the tournament, the Batten Twins hurt him, put him out of action. I had no partner going into this tournament, but I was not going to just sit aside. I was not going to lay down. I was going to try to do it on my own. As I got in the ring in the first round, I found myself in some trouble. Who came to my rescue but the man that I had sent packing the year earlier, who had just came back to Southern States Wrestling, and that's Ricky Harrison. Later on the next night, Ricky and I faced the Batten Twins. Let's take a look at that right now.
Irish whip across. Harrison ducked under that one. Oh my, he caught him right there. He caught him with a kick right there. This is the opportunity Harrison's been looking for as the crowd here in Kingsport rallying behind Harrison. As referee Eric Foster tolling a 10 count till both men got back up. Harrison got blocked once again right there. And the Batten goes over and nails Beau James one in the noggin, and Beau right back in the ring, complaining vehemently of the situation as Harrison back into the ropes. He ducked under that double clothesline and responds with one of his own as Harrison's been able to take down both of the Battens at this point in time. Both Battens are down. Harrison has got to get over and make that tag. PJ Sharp at ringside cheering him on. I never thought I'd say PJ Sharp cheering on Ricky Harrison, but I tell you what, that's the case. Harrison's made the tag. Harrison made the tag. Beau James is in now. fired in a series of hard left hands as he's got the Battens in trouble as the other Batten now staggering away, and Beau James just going to work with those left hands. And right when you're looking for that left, that right one stung you as Harrison and James now taking over in this matchup. Harrison's got one of the Battens set up. Irish whip in. Harrison caught him with one of those patented drop kicks of his as Beau James and the other Batten are battling at ringside. Harrison just nailed one of the Battens off the apron with that drop kick. And there's that patented third drop kick right there. And wait a minute, this could do it. Referee's in, and there you have it. Your winners of this contest are Beau James and Ricky Harrison.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this contest and advancing in the tournament, handsome Beau James and rock and roll Ricky Harrison.
I'll tell you what, the Battens are just going to town here. They've got PJ's kendo stick. Beau James has been busted open. And I'll tell you what, all the referees are in here trying to break this up as the Battens now going to work with that kendo stick on Beau James. And I tell you what, James is in a lot of trouble, no doubt about it, as the Battens have beaten him into oblivion here near about it. Oh my, that kendo stick right straight to the head of the already lacerated Beau James as this situation finally coming to a close. The Battens are the losers of this, but they definitely have won this war as they have put a hurting on Beau James.
There you saw one of the worst beatings I've taken in my 2.5 decades in professional wrestling at the hands of the Batten Twins. Ricky and I were able to go on and win the tag team titles there that night. By hook or crook, we got it done. Just a few weeks later, in a non-televised event, the Batten Twins challenged us. We were not going to be closet champions. We were going to defend against anybody and everybody. Ricky Harrison and myself go against the Batten Twins from March of 2001 for the Southern States Tag Team titles. Let's see what happened.
Harrison, the pain in that figure four has got to be intense, especially given all the damage already done on the ring post, on the apron, and in the hold and the double teaming we saw earlier on. The knee and the leg have got to be damaged. Crowd chanting rock and roll, getting behind rock and roll Ricky Harrison. Harrison trying to fight back the pain that's got to be just coursing through that knee. And now somehow Harrison is trying to turn this over. And he does it. He's got it turned. Harrison, with all the pain in that knee, has got it turned over and has got it to his advantage. Now here comes Batten. The Batten twin coming in just to divert Beau James, I think, again. McMaster's a bit tentative. Now he's in there getting Beau James out. And look at this. There's a switch. It was a switch by the Battens. If I'm not mistaken, the Batten twins switched illegally. An illegal switch. The Battens, that one Batten twin had been in trouble with the figure four. This, the Batten twin who was fresh outside the ring. I mean, you can't really fault McMaster's. I mean, you tell the Batten twins apart. I dare you. But still, it's illegal, and Beau James is exactly right to complain about it. But there's just no way. Enziguri by Harrison, and Beau is ready. Beau James is ready to get back in the ring. And Harrison, look at that. Look at the strain on that knee. He can hardly even put any weight on it at all. Harrison's trying. He got it. He got Beau James in the ring. Beau James in the ring with the Batten twin. Beau James is in the ring. Beau James firing away, big elbow on the Battens. Punch right to the gut. He's firing away on Battens. And he's going to punch him right in the nose. Punch him right in the nose. There you go. Now, I can't blame Beau James a bit. I'm sorry for being a bit biased, but these Battens need it. They need a beating they're getting from Beau James, and indeed they are. Beau James with that Cobra clutch. That's the Cobra clutch. He's going for it, and he's got it. He's got it. He's got that Cobra clutch locked in on Batten. Scotty Ace from behind. Oh! Scotty Ace hit the Batten, and there's Ricky Harrison firing away on Scotty Ace. Scotty Ace tumbles outside the ring, and the other Batten twin has got that cane. Oh, no, right in the back of Beau James' head. Right in the back of the head, the Batten twin. Wait a minute, he's not going to do this. The Batten twin, he knocked Beau James out with that cane. Oh, no, 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 you got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. You got to be kidding. Beau James was pinned by the Batten, but after the other Batten twin had knocked, oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Batten Twins with Sweet Scotty Ace. Fans, what a tragedy. Oh, Ricky Harrison fires away on Batten. What a tragedy of justice this is. What a disgrace. The Batten Twins winning the Tag Team Championships. Apparently, it's apparently final. Here's Beau James. Oh, Beau James and Scotty Ace. And now look at this. Beau James firing away hard left hands on Scotty Ace. And the Battens once again have gotten Beau James down. And oh, here they go with the cane. Oh, no. Just battering Beau James with that cane. Just pounding away on Beau James with the cane. And now look at this. It fires Harrison outside, and Beau's got the cane. And Beau's laying Battens to waist left and right with that cane. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's got a grip on something there. Now look at that. Oh! Holds him steady with the cane and punches his lights out. He's giving the cane to McMasters. That might not be too safe. And now Beau James is caught again by the Battens. The Battens stomping away on Beau James. Sends Harrison to the rescue. And Harrison has got Scotty Ace. Uh-oh. Harrison caught by the Battens. This match is over, but still there's just chaos all over. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Slappy the dumbbell ringing the bell. And we've still got chaos all over the ring. And Beau James, referee McMasters calling for help. I don't know if he's going to get anybody brave enough to get into that. McMasters getting out of the way. He's running for his life. I don't blame him. Beau James running Batten and Ace together and punches. No, he's just choking. He's just choking. And here comes everybody in the back. Everybody in the locker room coming to the ring. Look at this. Ray Idle, Wade Adams, Tony Givens, the Shadow Man, Drake Tungsten. Everybody's trying to get in and break this up, but no avail. Beau James choking away on Batten. They're trying to pull these guys apart. Scotty Ace better get out of there if he knows what's good for him. But he's got that cane again. Trying to keep Harrison and the Battens apart, trying to get Beau James and Scotty Ace and the Battens separated. What a wild scene. Fans, apparently the Batten Twins have wrested the Tag Team Championship away. Apparently they are the new Southern States Tag Team Champions. And Harrison's going to meet him outside the ring and punch away some more. Beau James inside the ring. I'm sure he won't stay for long once he realizes the Battens are outside. I'm sure that's where he'll go. Trying to, but Wade Adams and McMasters are trying to intercept Beau James, and for the moment at least they have. And Beau, they're holding him back. There they go, the Battens and Scotty Ace. Once again, the winners of the match, the Batten Twins with Sweet Scotty Ace.
There you saw how the Batten Twins won their very first Southern States Tag Championships, beating me and Ricky Harrison with help from their little manager there, Scotty Ace, who was always a thorn in my side throughout the years. You know, it didn't end there. A few weeks later, we faced off in a Tennessee street fight where I took a chair to Bart Batten and I injured him, and he missed action for a couple of weeks, and things were getting ready in Southern States Wrestling. As the spring was coming on, we were getting ready for the Weekend of Champions. And I wanted the Batten Twins inside of a cage because I wanted to keep everybody else out. I wanted to make sure it was just them two and me. And I wanted to make sure, too, that my own cousin, K.C. Thunder, had a chance to get even. So the match was signed. 2 families, 4 men, 1 title, and a 10-foot cage. Somebody was going to get hurt, if not all of us. It was time to settle the score. And an added stipulation was put on by matchmaker Ken Bowles that the losing team would leave Southern States Wrestling for 1 year because the promoters and the matchmakers had got scared that we were going to try to kill each other every time we got in the ring, and the buildings were not going to hold us, and people were getting hurt, and it was getting out of hand. So May the 12th, 2001, Weekend of Champions, loser leave town match, the Batten Twins, with Sweet Scotty Ace, taking on the family of myself and K.C. Thunder, and let's show you just what happened.
Filling in those shots as referee Mike DiMuzio got in and got a 2 count only there, Duke.
Only a 2 count, able to kick out. And now the first man to get back up to his feet is K.C. Thunder, but Batten comes in with a right hand, and now looks like he's going to bring him over to enemy territory. No, throws him face first into that cage.
K.C. Thunder went face first to that cage right there as the Batten Twins now going to work on Thunder here a little bit, and KC very well may be lacerated after going to that steel cage as the Battens now continuing to work over Thunder.
The Battens no strangers to steel cage matches, and of course no strangers to tag team gold. They are the current reigning Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and that's just a spit in the face to someone like Beau James. That sweet Scotty Ace, representing Nationwide Championship Wrestling, brings the Battens in here, and they hold SSW gold, and that's what really gets under Beau James's craw, and that's why he wants to not only beat the Battens tonight, but humiliate them, take those titles, and send them packing for 1 year.
No doubt about that, Duke of New York, as KC now the victim of both Battens here as they've got him set up and once again head first into this steel cage, this steel and wooden structure here as KC is definitely in trouble as he is now getting his face just grinded right into that steel cage. And Duke, I tell you, these cage matches are brutal, brutal events.
And it looks like KC Thunder is now bleeding as well. Both the Battens still bloody messes, and now KC Thunder's blood has been added to the mix, and now it's a 2-on-1 as Mike DiMuzio tries to get Beau James back into his corner.
KC still the victim of a lot of punishment. A hard knee drop right there by one of the Batten Twins as KC is floundering around on the canvas at this point in a lot of trouble, a lot of pain as he's looking to make that tag to Beau James. And he has not been able to do it thus far as the Battens continue to control at least this segment of the matchup.
The Batten Twins, veterans of virtually every territory in the United States of America, now trying to make their name for themselves here in the Southern States. But if they lose this match again, they'll have to leave and they'll have to start all over again from scratch somewhere else. So they're desperately trying to hold on to what they have here in Southern States. And KC Thunder and Beau James trying to regain SSW gold and trying to stay in the area they've been on top of for several years now.
No doubt about that. Great point there, Duke, as man, the Battens are just covered in blood as KC, he is lacerated as well. And once again, going all right face first into that steel cage and now having his head and face grinded into that cage. And I tell you, Duke, it doesn't get much more brutal and nasty than this.
Great camera work as always. KC fighting back.
KC fighting back, and man, got slung right into that cage once again there as the Batten was able to use his tights as a point of leverage to yank him into that cage. And KC once again, makes that tag to Beau James. But the Battens once again make another exchange, Duke, and this has got to be, what, the 10th tag in and out these guys have made?
Easy in the double digits. Meanwhile, Beau James has been standing outside the ring for quite some time, and he is fresh and rested, but if KC Thunder stays in there much longer, I don't know if he'll be able to make the tag.
KC caught him right there with a boot. One of the Battens made the mistake of dropping his head too early, and KC now fighting over. He's fighting over to make that tag. He's there. He got the tag. Beau James now, fresh and roasted, coming in the ring, and he dropped the strap right off the bat and starts in with a series of shots on the Battens, Duke.
And Batten down, and both Battens down just like that. Beau James taking it to Brad and Bart Batten. Oh, throws Bart into the cage, face first. And now, hey, they're twins, so they both get thrown into the cage. He's an equal opportunity destroyer.
There you go, Duke, as Beau is taking care of business in there, no doubt about it. K.C. Thunder was in there for a great length of time, took quite a bit of punishment before he was able to make that tag to Beau. And the Battens are both just bloody, bloody messes, as K.C. Thunder is as well. Not seemingly lacerated quite as bad as the Battens, but he's been busted open as well. But one of the Battens is about to make his way out of the cage, Duke.
Brad Batten trying to climb out of the cage from the very top, and K.C. Thunder right up there with him. Both men atop the cage. Brad straddled over the cage. K.C. Thunder punching. They're trading punches back and forth on top of the cage, easily about 15 feet up in the air. Wild swing by Brad. Oh!
Wait a minute, K.C. inadvertently just knocked him off there, perhaps.
15 feet fell to the concrete floor, and now K.C. Thunder going out after him. Inside the ring, Beau James and Bart Batten. Clothesline by Beau.
Well, we've got K.C. Thunder and one of the Battens on the floor, one of the Battens in the ring with Beau. This thing's breaking down here, Duke, as this cage match is spilled out to the floor as well.
And inside the ring, pile driver by Beau James on Bart Batten. There's the pile driver. Oh, he gets his foot on the rope at the last second. Gets his foot on the rope. Mike DiMuzio saw it. Only a 2 count. Meanwhile, outside, KC and Brad still going at it. KC Thunder choking him with the ring barrier.
That rope there at ringside proving to be a weapon, but Beau has got the sleeper, the Cobra Clutch.
The Shinanumaki on Bart Batten. Oh, he lifted him up to drop him down, but Batten inadvertently kicked the referee, Mike DiMuzio, down. Here comes Tracy Smothers with a ladder.
What in God's name is Smothers up to? He and Scotty Ace have got a ladder. Now Smothers stalking KC. He just caught KC from behind. Scotty Ace is going up the ladder. He's coming in the ring.
He's going to come in the ring. I don't know if that's a wise idea. Granted, it's a 2-on-1 situation, but if Beau James gets his hands on Scotty, meanwhile, outside, Tracy Smothers just annihilating KC Thunder, and Scotty Ace is in the ring.
Ricky Harrison's just hit the ring, Duke. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but Harrison's coming right in.
Ricky Harrison now coming in the ring to even up the score. Scotty Ace right there. Oh, Harrison grabs that cane.
Swing and a miss there by Harrison as he's got Scotty Ace in trouble. Oh, wait a minute. Harrison just nailed Beau James. Dude, can you believe this?
What? Ricky Harrison just nailed Beau James with that cane.
What in God's name is going on here? Ricky Harrison and Beau James have had differences for years, but these differences were patched up recently. And now Harrison is going after Beau James in this loser leave town steel cage match. Is this revenge for years ago?
This could be. I mentioned that Ricky Harrison lost that loser leave town match. Well, he lost it to Beau James. But like you said, I thought they patched everything up during that tag team tournament.
But now Harrison is just grinding in Beau James's head into that steel cage, and Beau James has been lacerated from that steel cage as Harrison is taking over on Beau James. I can't believe Ricky Harrison's done this.
It's a massacre nationwide championship wrestling style. Tracy Smothers and Brad Batten going to work on KC Thunder on the floor, and inside the ring, Sweet Scotty Ace and Ricky Harrison taking it to handsome Beau James.
I tell you what, this is absolutely disgusting here, as it's bad enough what's going on with Scotty Ace, the Battens, and NCW in general coming in here. But now for Ricky Harrison, one of the longtime fan favorites, one of the men in Southern States Wrestling the people have always supported. They've always been behind him. They've always come out and 100% supported Harrison. And now for him to do this, I'm just disgusted.
He now rolls Bart Batten on top, and Scotty Ace getting Mike DiMuzio over. There's one, there's two.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Duke, I can't believe this. Beau James has been pinned here, Duke. Loser leave town. I guess Beau James is on his way out again.
Not only Beau, but also K.C. Thunder. Both men have to leave Southern States Wrestling.
There's got to be an investigation in this. The board of directors, Commissioner Ken Bowles, I'm begging you, please do something about this, as Ricky Harrison has turned his back on all of us, and I cannot believe this. I'm absolutely disgusted at this display.
There you saw what was not a good night for myself and KC Thunder. Ricky Harrison turning his back on us, turning his back on the fans. And I can understand how he could do it to us, because we never liked each other. Even when we were a team, we were just trying to win. We wanted to be the champions, but we weren't best of buddies. We weren't best of friends. And he had it in his mind for a year to put me out of wrestling. He had it in his mind for a year to run me out of Southern States Wrestling. And they did just that. And they ran KC out of there also. But we're going to take about a 90-second break here where you can find out where you can buy both of my books. Do You Want to Be a Wrestler, Kid? And It Takes All Kinds. And when we come back, we're going to show you how the Batten Twins and Ricky Harrison, with their manager, Sweet Scotty Ace, as they called themselves the Full House, ran wild on Southern States Wrestling, and just what happened to bring the family back to SSW.
Are you looking for classic Southern Wrestling DVDs from the days of promoter Nick Gulas, Southeastern Wrestling, or Continental Wrestling? How about DVDs from Southern States Wrestling featuring the legends of the ring and some of today's top stars? Maybe you were looking for the 3-disc set of Bill Dundee's career and memories, or the 2 published books by Beau James about his life in wrestling. Keep up with the careers and life away from the ring of the award-winning Dynamic Wrestling James duo. All of this and a lot more at kingofkingsport.com. That's kingofkingsport.com.
This Southern States Wrestling program is brought to you in part by Lance Dykes Life Insurance. Lance is an independent agent in Tennessee and Virginia. It's never too late to protect your family and set up a no-pressure appointment. Lance will be happy to meet with you and work with you on policies that fit any budget, with final expense, whole life, and term insurance. Lance provides insurance for top-name carriers. It's never too late. Protect your family now. Contact Lance Dykes Life Insurance. Welcome back to the Southern States Wrestling Classics presented by KingofKingsport.com. I want to remind you, if you have not already, subscribe to our channel right here, because just in the last few days, so much great stuff has been put up from the vault of Southern States Wrestling. And as we enter our 25th year, our silver anniversary, all kinds of great footage is going to be going up. We're going to be doing a lot of these classic from the vault programs like this one right here. And as we left off, you saw where the Batten Twins, with the help of Ricky Harrison, had beaten myself and KC Thunder and made us leave town. And you heard him mention in there that I had left once before for a year. Ricky Harrison had left for a year. So when me and KC got beat, we knew there's no chance of us coming back for the entire year. We had to go on. We went around the country wrestling for other independent organizations, from the Carolinas all the way up to New Jersey. And then we got a phone call one night because Ricky Harrison and the Batten Twins, we'd heard about what had been going on, how they had been injuring young wrestlers, how they'd been putting people out of action, how they'd been running roughshod over everybody, including matchmaker Ken Bowles, who they beat up one night in Kingsport at a television taping. And Joe Wheeler called us and he said, we're going to tear up the contract because things have got out of control, and you're the only people that can come out here and stop this. You're the only people that can put them in their place. And we got a hold of a friend of ours by the name of Brian Logan, and we met in 6-man action when we returned to Kingsport, Tennessee. Let's go back and take a look at what played out over a couple of weeks on Southern States Wrestling Television.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. You know, I got something real simple to say here, and it's real simple, it's real direct. I've had enough of Scotty Ace and his entourage, these guys doing these jumping Ken Bowles, attacking our commissioner here in Southern States Wrestling. And I tell you what, I don't know about you fans, but I've had about enough of it. I got a little bit of stroke here now. I got a little bit of authority here.
here now. Commissioner Ken Bowles has made me his lieutenant. And I just spoke with Ken after what just happened here in this ring. I know just how to solve this problem. It's something that's long overdue. It's something that we've been needing. Something Southern States Wrestling has been needing back. It's something that Southern States Wrestling has got to have back. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's real simple, folks. A few months back, there was a loser leave town match. It was held right here in Kingsport, Tennessee. The loser of that fall was Beau James, the king of Kingsport. Ever since then, him and K.C. Thunder haven't been around. The First Family hadn't been around. Scotty Ace and his bunch have been able to do a lot of things that they wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Well, folks, I'm here to let you know the contract on the loser leave town match is going to be torn up. There was too many things done. Ricky Harrison interfered in the cage match. There was too much happened that shouldn't have happened. And we're going to make sure that Beau James and K.C. Thunder return to Southern States Wrestling as soon as possible. And SSW Commissioner, good to see you.
Joe Wheeler, for once I agree with you on something. I own the contract to Beau James, and tonight you've got my permission. I'm granting his release to come back to Southern States Wrestling.
There you have it. They're under contract to NCW, but you're going to give us the contract. Beau James and K.C. Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Nobody tore the contract up when I lost my loser league town match a year ago. Nobody brought me back. Nobody asked me back for a year. Now something's going on around here, a bunch of funny business, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. Hey, Southern States Wrestling, you messed with the wrong man this time. We beat Beau James right here in the middle of the ring in front of each and every one of you heel jacks. Now, if I have to sue everybody in this building, if I have to sue everybody in this city, if I have to sue everybody in this state, we'll do it. I want everybody's name in here. You're getting sued tomorrow. This will not happen. Beau James is gone for good. Hey, Beau James. Well, first of all, Joe Wheeler, who do you think you are coming out here rescinding a decision the Batten Twins paid for with their blood and their guts? And you're going to come out here and say, oh, the Batten Twins and the full house, they taking control. We've got to unlevel the playing field. It's a conspiracy, Joe Wheeler, and you're not getting away with it. Stephen Taylor, NCW Commissioner, you're not getting away with it either. Boys, he said it, and I said it. It ain't gonna happen. Beau James, you'll never be back in Kingsport. I bought your 14x70 trailer. I threw your garbage out, and you're gone. Kingsport, Tennessee, you're nothing but a...
Tries to come in, Jason, but he's not there to make that crucial 3 count as he's chasing Scotty out.
He's all the way back to the locker room. Flex Armstrong in the ring. He's got the pin. Here comes Full House. The Batten Twins hit the ring.
Here we go again. The Battens have hit the ring here. They're kicking, stomping, and beating on poor Flex Armstrong. This kid had Harrison pinned. There's no doubt about it. That double axe handle blow to the chest. He had him pinned. He had the Southern States title. Should have been his. Valiant got overexcited, chased Scotty Ace out of the building. And now Flex is the victim of a 3-on-1, Jason.
No doubt a 3-on-1. And the Batten Twins and Ricky Harrison at their best when they have the numbers, and that's exactly what they have right now. Flex Armstrong is prone face down in the middle of the ring, and we see again the glove. Ricky Harrison has pulled out the glove.
Well, we know about what he did to Wade Adams with that glove, squeezing his head with that claw hold until the young man's head pure bled. And now Harrison's getting that glove back on his hand as one of the Battens has got Flex in a figure 4 leg lock. The other one's holding him. We need to get some help in here. Tony Givens has come down to ringside. Well, thanks for the offer there, Tony, but we're needing more. We need a lot more help as Harrison is making short work of him.
Here comes Mike Cooper now, and they're keeping him out of the ring as well. We see that Ricky Harrison continuing to work on Flex Armstrong.
We need to get some help out here. There's no doubt about it, as Flex Armstrong is the victim of this 3-on-1 attack. And you know, Jason, this is the way these cowards
the Battens and Scotty Ace, this is the way they operate the best. 3-on-1, 4-on-1, but put them in a match where it's an even contest and you got a whole other ball game.
Now they feel that there are strength in numbers, and look, Joe, look who's come in. Look who's come in.
K.C. Thunder's made it. Beau James has made it. The first family's back in Kingsport, Tennessee, and Harrison and the Battens have no idea. Oh, Jason, this is going to be sweet in just a moment when they turn around and realize who's here in Kingsport. As Beau's just laid out one of the Battens, the other one just went down, and I think Harrison's possibly starting to realize he's got trouble. And there you see it. Beau James and Ricky Harrison squared off for the first time in months.
For the first time since it was Ricky Harrison who caused Beau James to leave Southern States Wrestling in that steel cage match. Beau has his hands on Ricky Harrison, and now look, a pile driver for Beau James.
Beau James on the pile driver.
Known as Full House. Well, I guess that means that Scotty Ace is the Joker on the outside, or is he the Queen?
Well, that's a good question. As K.C. Thunder going right to work there on one of the Battens, biting the hand. And I tell you what, it's not often that I'd condone that type of tactic, but there's not many a tactic that Beau James and K.C. Thunder, or Brian Logan for that matter, could employ in this matchup that I wouldn't agree with, as Logan comes in with a big double axe handle right on the arm of one of the Battens, Duke.
Yeah, let's not leave Logan out. No slouch himself, well-traveled, well-seasoned professional wrestler known as the Player Brian Logan, now taking it to one half of the Batten brothers. When you talk about traveling, the Batten brothers, of course, have been with World Class Championship Wrestling, Central States Championship Wrestling from Memphis, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, you name it, the Batten Twins have been there, and now they find themselves at the top of the heap here in Southern States Wrestling, the reigning SSW Tag Team Champions. Those titles not on the line in this six-man, but a lot of pride sure is.
Beau James just dedicated that punch, and I tell you what, that was nice to see as he's going to work on one of the Battens here. And you're absolutely right, Duke. The Battens are very well traveled. Let's not forget they did compete in a NWA Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup as well, as that vicious double stomp right there, all 260 plus pounds of Beau James coming crashing down on the Batten. And he is Ricky Harrison, that dirty, rotten snake in the grass, you know what, has tagged into this matchup. And one thing I got to say, Harrison is the reigning SSW heavyweight champion, but for how long? Because I know everybody's heading for him.
Logan feeling the action firsthand, and Ricky Harrison does hold that Southern States Wrestling heavyweight title. And with the Batten Twins holding the tag team titles, that makes a virtual monopoly for Scotty Ace in Nationwide Championship Wrestling. Beau James trying to break up that monopoly, but Eric Foster escorting him back to his corner as best he can.
Eric Foster's got a tough job in there to try to maintain order in this six-man.
He's about a $105 soaking wet, Eric Foster is. How's he going to be able to handle all six of these guys?
Well, I tell you what, like I said, he's got a very, very tough job in there, Duke, no question about it, as the Battens now have got Brian Logan down and stitching in on a reverse chin lock on Logan. And I tell you what, the Player Brian Logan, double tough competitor as well. He's in the corner tagging with Beau James and K.C. Thunder in this big six-man return, or this big six-man grudge match. As Logan now firing in a series of elbows, as the Batten was able to regain the situation just that fast, Duke.
This match has been 3 months in the making, ever since May 12th, 2001, when the Batten Twins defeated the First Family in that loser leave town cage match, which saw Ricky Harrison shockingly join forces with the Batten Twins and sweet Scotty Ace. Ever since that time, Beau James and K.C. Thunder have been under contract with Nationwide Championship Wrestling, and of course Joe Wheeler, my broadcast partner, the one responsible for getting that ban lifted, and now outside Scotty Ace going to work on Brian Logan once again with that cane. That's not the first time we've seen that this match. That's not the first time we've seen that this week. Scotty Ace, a menace at ringside, and now Harrison working over Brian Logan, goes for a cover, only gets a 2 count.
Absolutely right, and Beau James has focused himself solely on Scotty Ace, and he's running him right out of the building as Scotty ran right back into the locker room as Beau was heading for him. In the meantime, Ricky Harrison taking care of business in there with Brian Logan, makes the tag to one of the Battens as he stepped up into the ring now. Got Logan in a bad way, and cheap shot there by one of the Battens as they have been able to ground Logan once again, got him down in a reverse chin lock, at least for the moment.
Logan has been in that ring for quite some time, desperately needs to make a tag, and Scotty Ace, yes, he was chased back to the dressing room area, but he's very quickly made his way back. So what it was a 3-on-3 fair match is now once again a 4-on-3 disadvantage. Meanwhile, inside the ring, the Battens and Harrison have cut off the ring and effectively made it a 3-on-1 as they won't let Logan anywhere near his tag team partners. And now both Battens going to work on Logan. Double clothesline sends him crashing down to the mat.
Absolutely right, and that brings Beau James into the ring after being taunted by one of the Battens. But Eric Foster doing his job is cutting him off, and that allows Harrison and the Battens to continue their assault on Brian Logan as, like I said, Foster's got such a tough job. I mean, he's got to maintain order, but yet try to enforce the rules as 2 count was issued there before Logan was able to roll up, Duke.
Harrison, though, still taking it to Logan, whips him across the ropes. Logan ducks over, super kick, sends Harrison down, but Logan down as well. Logan desperately needs to get back to his feet and make a tag. Logan on his knees, but Harrison already up on his knees as well. It's going to be a race. See which man can get to their corner first. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Logan? Is it going to be Harrison? Harrison's up on his feet, sees it, makes the tag. In comes one of the bad, but Logan makes the tag to K.C. Thunder.
K.C. Thunder coming in, right hands for everybody, and him and Beau James have entered the ring. Things are breaking down fast now as we've got all 6 men in the ring. And I tell you what, K.C. Thunder taking care of business in one corner, Beau James in another, and Logan just leveled Ricky Harrison. That does my heart good. And wait a minute, Eric Foster just got dumped over the top rope by Beau James. That to me is a clear signal, Duke. They don't care if they win. They don't care if they lose. They just want to hurt somebody tonight. And after what they've been through, I can't blame them.
And hurt somebody they're doing. And Scotty Ace now putting it to the referee as well inside the ring. The First Family and Logan have things going their way as Logan nails the heavyweight champ and sends him down while James and Thunder have the tag team champions outside the ring, and there was one for Scotty Ace. It's been a long time coming, and Scotty Ace got exactly what he deserved.
Absolutely right about that, Duke, as Beau has got one of the Battens in the ring, palm thrust to the top of the head there as this match is spilling out to the floor. Harrison's running for his life like the coward he is. Logan's chasing him. The Battens and KC and Beau are battling just a few feet from our broadcast position. Beau James with a chair right there on one of the Battens as things are breaking down here. I tell you what, I'm glad the First Family's back and they're cleaning house.
Eric Foster calling for the bell, but that's merely a formality. This match was thrown out a long time ago. And speaking of throwing out, Beau James and KC Thunder call themselves the garbage men, said they're going to take out the trash, and there's a big old piece of trash, and Scotty Ace about to get what's coming to him.
Scotty Ace.
James and Thunder have him cornered. Beau James still has that chair. Ace has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Oh, another chair shot to one half of the Battens, and make that a full house. He just nailed both of them, but in the melee, Scotty Ace able to slip out of there and get back to the dressing room. It looks like the First Family's going to have to wait another day to get their hands on sweet Scotty Ace. But they have sent a message to the Batten Twins, to Ricky Harrison, and now they're back, and they've got Scotty Ace.
They've got Ace. They're dragging him right back out here for everyone to see this. Oh, a brutal chair shot there from Beau James. Do it again, Beau. Do it again. As they certainly deserve what they've gotten here. And I'm glad that I could be responsible or partially responsible for getting the First Family back here.
There you saw what was the last go around of Beau James and his family against Ricky Harrison is the following February at the 11th anniversary of Southern States Wrestling. I finally got Ricky Harrison in the match where I beat him for his Appalachian title and he retired from full-time from professional wrestling. That was not the only time, though, that Southern States Wrestling would see a feud between the Batten Twins and KC Thunder and Beau James. That was only round one, and sooner or later this year we're going to get to round two, recap it, and show it to you. Just want to remind you, subscribe to our channel right here. Check out kingofkingsport.com. You can always go over to facebook.com/Southern States Wrestling and keep up with Southern States Wrestling, what's going on right now. Also follow us on Twitter at SSW Wrestling 1, and you can keep up with me on Twitter also at kingofkingsport.com. Keep your eyes right here on this YouTube channel because we got a lot more great stuff coming your way. Southern States Wrestling Silver Anniversary, 1991 to 2016, the 25th year of SSW is here. We're going to relive the past, but we're going to get ready for the future. We here at Southern States Wrestling, with heavy hearts and sadness, bring you the news of the passing of one of our own. Brad Batten passed away this past Tuesday near his home in Ohio. Brad and his brother Bart were known as the sensational Batten Twins, with an in-ring career lasting over 20 years. Throughout the 80s, they traveled the territorial system, wrestling for World Class Wrestling, Central States and Kansas City, the Memphis Wrestling Territory, Puerto Rico, World Organization Wrestling out of Pensacola, Florida, just to name a few. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, they competed for some of the top independent promotions in the country. Southern States Wrestling is very proud that the Batten Twins made a home here in Southern States Wrestling from 2000 to 2003, holding the Southern States Tag Team titles on several occasions, headlining the event that drew the largest crowd ever in the Kingsport National Guard Armory. Brad is also a former Southern States champion. Though they have not competed in a few years, the Batten Twins are still well respected and talked about amongst all the wrestlers that knew them and competed with them over the years. To the wrestlers, they were known as two of the best ever to step in the ring. To the promoters, they were known as two men that were going to give you their all each and every night. Brad's memory will live on in Southern States Wrestling. We're going to dedicate this coming week's Thanksgiving extravaganza in the memory of Brad Batten, one of our own. Thank you, Brad, for all the memories. God bless your family. Godspeed, our brother.